Yeah, we're recording it. So you got a very simple key.
Yeah, just simplified it really.
Yeah.
Take a look.
So these are levels?
Yeah, there are different levels.
So this is the first level with the wall.
Mm-hmm. Now if you'll
second,
notice,
third, fourth level. Mm-hmm. And then these little corners have second and third.
Yep.
Or just, why is it a B? B for?
So those are the
just A, B, C sort of thing.
Yeah, because I got the table of contents over here.
Yeah. Okay, right. And you label these B1 because they're all the same thing.
Yes.
And B2 are the same thing, and B3 is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the B5 and the B6 and the B4.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 levels there. Okay. And the table of contents. I didn't try more.
Because I
actually wrote this down, then drew it, right?
Well, no. I actually drew it out first, then as I was going through it, but there's features in certain areas.
Right.
So, but yeah, this is the one that the mothers are financing.
Right.
I do have the other one that I'm making the Storm Giants one, but I needed to see that map to make sure I did it to the right scale.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I did, but I want to do more. But in order to do that, I do need to see the map. So
because you want to keep some of the function that's already there?
Basically build up from some of the function that's there.
Oh.
From what I remember. Because I want to know that, if I remember correctly, there was kind of a ruin already there.
And yeah, because they had some pillars, right?
Yes. And the pillars are there, and that's something I can build out from when I do the wall of stone, because there has to be stone already there.
Right.
And I can't remember if the whole thing was ice, or if it was stone just covered in ice.
Yeah, only the bridge was stone.
Only the bridge was stone?
I'm sorry, only the bridge was ice. Everything else was stone.
Okay.
Is there anyone?
No, that looks like.
No, that's the.
Yeah, that's that's PG-7.
Mm-hmm.
Only the bridge was ice. Okay, good. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the bridge there or just knock it down.
Or build a real bridge.
I have Wyvern.
Right, you can just make it flying access only.
Mm-hmm. That looks like it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely the right map. Just gotta remember where it was at. There it is. Okay.
Ice bridge, yeah.
Okay, so there's the ice bridge. Okay. Actually, this is not too far off from where I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh, bigger than I thought it was. I didn't realize the bridge was so big.
Yeah, the bridge is a lot bigger than I thought. It's got at least 5 squares in width, looks like.
90 feet across on the chasm.
90 feet across.
So you're longer over there.
What I was thinking of doing is, if I also wanted to make this like another outpost for the goblins, is building up levels on the sides here.
Right.
I'll make it to where
going down and then a whole.
Yeah, cause I can't remember how deep we said it was. It was 140 feet?
No, it was 200.
It was 200? Yeah. Okay, that makes it even better. That's more levels that can be built up. I mean, simple levels, of course.
Right, you can put a whole city in the chasm.
Exactly.
And then just have like the keep at the top.
Mm-hmm. And that would be my area. Yeah, mine.
But you're right though. No, these aren't walls. We just had pillars. So in between was just like steps.
That's perfectly fine. I can.
But yeah,
I can create the stone. I can create my walls.
Just take a picture, or you can just watch the video. Now it's on the video.
Yep.
This is on video.
Hold on. Yeah.
All right, excellent, cool. And this structure is here as well, right?
Yeah, a little ruin of a
Perfect.
outbuilding.
Yeah, because I'll just make that basically an
Like
outpost.
a guard post.
Yeah.
Or immigration.
That too.
Point at the places that aren't walls again.
These are not walls, they're just little steps up. But these are actual pillars.
And I like the fact that this dais is here because the construction I was working on actually has a dais.
Oh, there you go.
That will be where my throne is.
He
Also
really
plan
likes
to have.
make his characters more important than they are.
That's fun. I have a throne.
We also plan to have a staircase that goes up and tees off to the next level.
So it makes a whole bigger race thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. How high is the ceiling again?
I'm gonna go with 60. Did I say the ceiling was 60 feet high?
Sounds good to me.
It's now for 60.
Giants are pretty tall and they like to have a little space, so I think it was 60.
All right then. Then I can actually add a third level to.
Oh yeah.
Because I only did a second level. And I'll bring the map that I drew out for that one. Actually, the way this is and the way I built the map, actually rather spacious.
Yeah.
Because it only builds to where there's like a 4.
Yeah, that's the thing is the combat squares are it's not like a normal house, right?
Right.
Like the largest dance hall can only have 12 people in combat.
Depends on which dance hall you're using. Because actually there's 2 different modules I'm thinking of right now. One is from the Mistra campaign setting. Well, that particular it was a module called Night of the Vampire, and the way it started off was you are shipwrecked on an island off of Keramikos, and you get basically invited to a party that was already happening that day at a manor, and the map that shows for the manor is actually quite big in the ballroom.
You're here, you might as well come to our party.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how all adventures work.
Yeah, people
They're
are
going to meet in a tavern. Anyways, but then there's a second one.
Yeah, the adventurers are always like way more important than they should be, right? Like, you get to speak to the king. Really, I'm level 1. All right.
Well, because of what you call a king, though. Yeah, he's a king of
King
a
village.
Of a village, yeah.
King of a fishing village.
That has 100 people.
But I have a throne.
You get to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, I got a throne and a big hat.
That's important. And then he ends up proposing?
No. That was a prince.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the prince.
Anyways, second module was actually a Ravenloft adventure. It was kind of taken from the story of the Hound of Baskervilles.
How big do you think the ballroom was?
Give me a second.
Gotta think about it.
Well, I'm trying to remember how many squares were there, and I'm trying to remember what scale is.
I'm guessing it's 10 foot squares.
Yes. Because that's the other thing. I was trying to make sure that's the.
I heard people draw 10 foot square maps.
Yeah. I want to say it was at least 6 squares across.
Funny, I just said that. I draw 10 foot square maps because it saves paper.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, when I was doing this one, I made sure to incorporate it that
because it's just
it's a 10 foot square.
Yeah.
But also,
because then if the square's not on the line, that means an additional 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But I only do 5, so because I'm not drawing in the middle and it's not straight. So, but if it goes down the middle, that's an extra 5 feet. If it's on the line, it's 10 feet.
Gotcha. That's because when I was going through the Stronghold Builder book, it basically made it it was based off of 100 square feet. Yeah. So
which is that's how I describe it.
Yep.
Jane, she drew the 5-foot square, and her map was huge.
Yeah,
You
it makes me happy.
like the big map? It's like, put this away now.
Did you ever tell us the experience again?
Yes, it is 21:15.
It'll do. Sometimes do my job.
Sometimes.
Actually, since we got XP, I can actually get all my stuff back now.
Yeah, get all your stuff back. What if I wrote down the date?
I don't recall.
Tyler's late.
I know, and I was
And
trying
he
the
was
video.
asking if we were
Like, we're gonna play, right? We're gonna. Yeah, maybe he was like,
Maybe he didn't want
I know I'm gonna be late, so I'll give these guys a chance to say no, I'm not playing. Well, I started reading the history of the world.
Part 1.
Yeah. Oh, it's April. No, it's halfway through April. Yeah.
Wow, we're that far in?
Yeah. It took a while to travel. Took a few days after end of March to sort out the whole political situation.
That's right, that did take
and then you had to travel to Vinyamar and then to the Mekman.
The camera going like this. I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm very
and the
fucked with my settings, or the camera got bumped, which is a very, very real possibility.
Considering the number of people you have in your Friday game? Yeah.
Camera got bumped. Okay, we're fixed it. We're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So you're saying we probably just need to reshoot that whole first thing?
No.
Map out.
No.
Did you want to see the features?
Not right now.
Okay.
Because
right now, based on, I will go and say this, based on what I have here and the map, I've only spent 15K, so I still got 10K to work with.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If I did everything right, which I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. Right. Well, you get the labor discount, right?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, like 15K. I thought it'd be more expensive. Sorry, you're gonna have to add on.
Well, I'm also incorporating that I'm helping with construction, so that's cutting costs there.
Right. You're gonna do the stone wall. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a big expense.
Well, yeah, because especially, let me go and show you again.
Wait, did you learn wall stone yet, or is that next level?
Nope, that's this. I
have it now.
Yep, I have it now. That was the whole point. Wait until I got that before I actually really started talking about.
Right.
Because just on level 4 here, this room alone, that's the temple/dojo.
Temple/dojo made you laugh, or something else?
I think something else made her laugh, but I'm waiting to find out.
Temple/dojo.
I thought that's like a monk thing, right?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm incorporating for the party.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the temple aspect is, of course, for the cleric.
Yeah.
But it's big enough where it's roomy so the monk can practice his katas.
Yeah.
And then, of course, let me make sure that's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, this is the workshop. So that is space set aside specifically for the artificer.
So, what's your time for construction at this point?
Oh, for this, that part's.
See, so I'm thinking
it's going to take a while.
If that's how you like it, right? You should just trade off some labor instead of spells to just jack the cost up to 25,000, unless you think you just need more stuff.
Not saying honestly, I can spend less time on construction and put the rest of the costs in there. But even then, I think we'll still have like 5K left over.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Again, based on how.
So you're
big broken-
thinking that your castings of Wall of Stone is just 5K.
Pretty much, because it's just building the walls.
Yeah.
The part of the labor that will come into play, I mean, based on the spell, the wording of the spell, if I want there to be a door there or a window, I can, as the spell is going, basically work it to where it has those features.
To make like a doorway.
A doorway or...
Yeah, but not an actual door.
Not an actual door, no.
Okay, but here's the
doorway.
real question. Are you going to hire someone to make it pretty? But you're a goblin, so probably not.
Serious, like,
Well,
there
I
will
think-
be some aesthetic to it that is going to make it look nice.
I think
yes.
don't the rooms the price for the rooms include furniture and stuff?
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Because you have basic, you
I
have...
meant like, you know, the stonework that you've done. You have someone come in and like
Carve some
make it pretty.
relief on there and stuff.
Well, that's also the other thing. Again, based on the wording of the spell, I could actually, if I wanted to have like engravings or something, I just basically include that as part
Okay,
of the
but if
spell.
you want it to be pretty.
Are you doubting his artistic capabilities?
Yes.
He's a master sorcerer.
That.
Okay. That sounds a lot more like he breaks things, doesn't it?
Yeah. That doesn't mean
Sorcerers
shit.
are more famous for breaking things than they are for building things.
And those are your reckless sorcerers.
Reckless sorcerers.
I am more stout and hardy. Look at my con.
My God.
Look at any sorcerer's con, homeboy.
Majority of them have shitty con.
Yeah, except for the ones that aren't. Yeah, we have a human sorcerer. Yeah. But, and we have 2 clerics. People are excited about wild magic. But they keep not rolling wild magic, so I'm tempted to tell them about the wild magic buildup and see if they want to use it.
Because it makes it more exciting.
It does.
It does. It does. I know how it does. But yeah, because you got basic, you've got fancy, then you have luxury when it comes to the rooms that you can do.
Yeah.
And
They say they come with furniture, so.
so I did basic for the majority of it. The only time where I went for fancy was when it came to our rooms.
Like the bedrooms themselves.
Yeah, well, our rooms.
Sweet.
Because you got the suites. Because you got the barracks, which is simple enough. Those will all have bunk beds in them.
Bunk beds.
Mm-hmm. Then of course you also got the servants' quarters, which is basically just another barracks. I think I made it to where there's a couple of guest rooms on here too.
Guest rooms?
Yeah.
Did you give the butler his own or her own mini suite?
There are smaller rooms, yeah.
Kids wanted to say bye. That's so cute. Get your ass to D&D on time.
Do you need to mark down the time to edit that out?
No. I mean, everyone that knows me knows that I love children. And my priority is with children and never anything else.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's yeah, I do have room set aside for the servants, so to speak. And then of course there are the master rooms and the levels above.
All right. On the other castle, though, when you're building up the village in the chasm,
Mm-hmm.
don't use wooden platforms because
Oh, no.
orcs will come and knock your shit down.
I'd say that one is going to take the longest. That's probably going to be that portion of
Everything is
where
clear.
my own private keep will be. Will probably be after I retire because it's going to take time for me to build because it will be wall of stone for everything. Because that one, it's going to be simplicity for simplicity's sake.
And are you planning on like starting a whole colony or just a staff again?
Probably do a colony because honestly, it's big enough for a colony.
Yeah, I think Yeah, that vertical space is hard to, right? Because we don't typically, I mean, humans don't build like that.
Really? Have you not seen those big towers in downtown they call buildings?
Yeah, we just put one of those in a chasm. I mean, it's like the same thing. But yeah. But I mean, putting the Empire State Building in the Grand Canyon is like nothing. Of course, Grand Canyon's really big. It's not that big. Yeah. What is that? We had 80. How wide do you think the map is? 150? No. I should know because these things are lengths and they're inches. How many inches is that? Okay, the table's 30. So it's like 26.
24 or 26.
Yep. That's funny. Yeah, so 24 is 120. So 80 feet across at the least by 120 wide by 200 deep, right? And if you build a floor every 20 feet, right, that's still 10 levels. You're still looking at 96000. Yeah, even if you build the ceilings 20 feet apart, right, which is excess, you can make a ceiling 10 feet if you want, especially if you live with a lot of goblins.
Yeah.
So 96,000 square feet in that. So, how big is a big office building? You know what? I have no concept of space. Right? So I'm like, compare that to one of these skyscrapers, and like, I don't know how big they are. So, what are we comparing?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of home. 96. Right? That's like a 2,000 square foot of home, which is giant for a goblin. You're still talking about almost 200 homes. That's a good size village. Of course, you're going to need some for shops and some for stables and some for just.
Well, I don't plan to fill out the entire chasm
always. Yeah.
So that's the other thing we got to take into consideration. So,
but you have the space, though.
Yeah. Because I'm planning that bottom space down there. That's where you can have forges. So it's out in the open.
Yeah.
So he just rises up. This probably will include us having to knock down the ice bridge and actually put in a permanent bridge out.
Yeah, or like you said, no bridge at all. Right? Yeah. Just make it so there's stairs down into the village and stairs up out of the village, and you can just fly across.
Yeah.
If anyone comes up to you, they have to go down and back up. Pretty much. But yeah, you don't want to completely fill it in, right? Because you want to have rivers flying around. You want to have, like you said, forge where you've got ventilation.
He's also planned to have the stable down there for the wyverns too. Either that, or going to have it just on top of
what is
buildings.
The carbon dioxide problem with burning the fires in a chasm?
Considering how high that is,
there's you know what I mean? There's always that ventilation in Dungeons and Dragons. It's like nobody ever takes that into consideration.
Okay.
Do you take your ventilation into consideration? Are your dungeons properly ventilated?
Of course.
I mean, I've gone to the trouble to make water sources, right? People need water. But I never think about ventilation.
Well, I always just assumed that there are air vents.
Yeah, they must know how to do it, right? Because they live there. So they figured it out.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know a lot about mining either, right? I mean, that would be the key. That would tell you what you needed to know. Yeah. Like, how do they keep fresh air in the mine?
Well, considering they always took canaries with them for one, gas, and two, air. That's how they did it. Yeah. Oh, the bird's freaking out. Okay, everybody out. Let's go.
Right, but then you had to somehow fix that, right? So you could continue mining.
When the bird stopped, you gotta go.
The bird stopped singing. And if you're in a cave, then you gotta smother the bird. Anyway, yeah, you lost it. It's everywhere.
Oh, also,
And food. I was hungry.
the song Timothy. Somebody actually called into a radio station years ago because somebody was saying, "Who's actually Timothy? Was he another person or was he a canary?" And it was like, if it was canary, people would be freaking out about.
All right.
Okay, you got 2115 experience.
And I hope that's enough to make Alex level up.
That should have been because I think he was only short like 400 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wasn't that far away.
You guys are like 500 away.
Yeah.
And then now he was 500 away. Do you need a pencil?
I need my cups.
Huh? Right.
Oh.
They moved things. I couldn't find my dice the other night. I was like, yes.
Hey man, I got
there's your cups.
I got 3 campaigns now. All right.
My stuff was on the pile of things.
Oh yeah, I loved the first episode of Bloodthirsters.
Yeah.
Bookkeeping for the first hour. That was great. Someone liked my comment.
The medals, passing out the medals.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were referring to.
Did you like it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was hilarious because a bunch of mostly inexperienced players. There's like, there's one one who's played 5e, and then some other guys that played 3.5, but not for years, kind of thing. I mean, several other people who either have never played or haven't played for a long time. And I handed them a list of 28 feats that were randomly determined.
Yeah.
And said everybody pick 3. This is chaos. So, everybody started talking about their characters and what they can do and how the feat would affect that and what was a good feat and what was bad feat. So, I mean, it was all learning stuff.
Yeah. But it's like the bookkeeping of like those actual plays, like Critical Role does not.
They don't do their bookkeeping on screen. You don't level up on screen. Yeah.
I think they're all nice, but like, yeah, they don't level up.
Well, and most of them are probably using an app too, right?
Well, and also, say the vast majority of them are experienced players. So,
Yeah.
So if they are bookkeeping, it's wild things.
Yeah, they're doing it
like
when he's praying.
Yeah.
And that clears out your spells every day. When you do a long rest, it clears your spells on your app.
No. They roll like I hit the long rest button and it just rolls over, and then like I have to know when I take the long rest. Okay, now is the time to choose stuff.
Oh,
it keeps all the previously saved.
Okay, somebody else had a different app.
Oh,
And when they took long rest, it blanked it out. So they
really?
Go back
Fuck that.
Yeah. I would go back in and pick them all over.
No, I keep all the greatest hits,
And
and
I'm
then
like,
what are we doing?
well, fuck that. I'm just going to have my spells on paper. Because you push the button, it blanks them out.
There's also another reason why I like doing Sorcerer. Smaller list, less things I have
And
to
it
worry
doesn't
about.
change, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It changes when you level.
Can change.
Yeah.
We're going to add stuff.
Or you can switch out one spell per.
Yeah, at minimum, you're going to add one, even if you don't change anything.
This is true. Well, when you get to a certain level, you get less and less spell because
It's
a higher level.
Huh? It's always fun, though. No, I guess
Not always.
Yeah, you're right. Because you don't have
No.
20 and 20.
I don't know. I haven't played Sorcerer.
I didn't play Sorcerer. I was just split class. Rogue Sorcerer, Warlock Sorcerer, and what's the other one?
Bard Sorcerer.
Bard Sorcerer.
That one would be ideal.
Bard Sorcerer?
I love bards. I love sorcerers. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, Bard Sorcerer. That's something.
I mean, the Warlock Sorcerer. Right, we were talking about that.
Well, but you know what?
yes, we
I'd
were
be one of
talking about
them.
the coffee lock.
One of
Yeah.
those celestial beings. Right? Do Bard Sorcerer, but the Sorcerer they can also pick cleric spells.
Yeah.
So you just have everything. Why that? Every time you leveled up, though, they'd be like, "Oh my God, what am I going to choose?"
But you changed it from Charisma to Con for Sorcerer, so like that stack doesn't really work very well.
Yeah.
But in a normal.
Yeah.
Because I thought about doing.
I mean, but do people ever play like
Celestial
Paladin Bard or Warlock Bard. Yeah. But yes, I moved them out of the charisma just because there were too many charismas. That was where the whole thing started. Why is everybody charisma based?
It makes
Not
sense
really.
that a
It's only
sorcerer
like
is
three, isn't it?
constitution based.
Bard, Paladin, Warlock.
It's okay. It's 4. 4 out of 13.
They made.
But
I'm
there's only
sure.
one
I'm sure they made so many of them
just
charisma based just because that's where the skills are, and no one wants to stack their stat that doesn't have any skills associated with it.
There's only one strength skill though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but your to hit is.
this is what you do.
But every class is to hit is based on their primary skill, right?
Right.
No, not.
But you
like
do
for the
athletics
Warlock, I had
checks
to
a lot
specifically do the Hexblade thing to be able to use charisma as the hit on.
Yeah. But
Otherwise, it would have been.
if you were in a hexblade, though, you would just be doing. Well, you would be doing Eldritch Blast. Is what you'd be doing, right? So that you would do Eldritch Blast to keep it charisma based. So all your attacks would be charisma based because all your attacks are Eldritch Blast, or some other spell. A few times.
I think most casters should be constitution based, just
Really?
because magic would have such a wear.
I mean,
Well, especially for like warlocks and
spreading them out,
sorcerers.
honestly,
Warlocks and sorcerers, I think, should always be con based, just because. First of all, you got a pact that affects your body.
Yeah.
Right, with warlocks.
Right, but it's your relationship with the deity, with
but
the patron.
It still affects your body.
Yeah,
and,
it still affects your body,
sorcerers.
but it's like, is your god mad at you today? I don't know. Roll a charisma check.
And I mean, sorcerers, it's an innate magical ability.
Right. That's just
who you are.
Sorcerer, absolutely.
But I like that. I like that one. I really like the Horned Rat Sorcerer. You know the Horned Rat game? It's an RTS strategy.
May have seen it through some of the gaming pages.
In that, one of the first mercenary units you got, usually you got a unit, but one of the first units you got was a sorcerer. It was just a dude, but he was like the low charisma sorcerer, like he was a pastor. Like, I'm just here to burn things. And I really like him. And it's like, you can't do that in D&D because you have a super high charisma to be a sorcerer. You can't just be like, I'm magic. I walked off into the woods as a child and I don't need anybody because I have magic. So that's not a shit. with the con-based sorcerer. But yeah,
I'd say that's walking off to the woods, come back with your power. No, that's a warlock. You made a pact with something.
And then you'd be weak and you'd go into the woods and need the pack. I'm talking about like, a small child who just goes, fuck all this, I'm leaving.
Ski gas and get
Exactly. So you need a big con to be carving.
Well, given this side, yeah, you absolutely do need a big con.
Some lotion?
Yeah, my hands are cracking.
Ouch. My feet do that, but not my hands.
Feet definitely.
Yeah. There's no doing it with my hands. He probably does.
Keeps.
Type on the keyboard and I move the cat. That's all I do.
I'll say O'Keefe's is actually good for.
I got some hippie stuff on there. He wrote something.
No,
it's mine. It's like,
I gave him a high five, and he like grabbed my hand and was like petting it. He's like, "Your hands are so soft, like butter." I was like, "Thank you."
a little too creepy.
I was like,
I would expect this from creepy dudes older than you.
he's a lot special.
He's a lot special. All right, so we got our experience. Sadie has replicated your knowledge here.
Yes.
This might be.
Do you have this?
I do not have that.
You might want this because
I just got so.
we may need the board for something else. So yeah, you might want to replicate that throughout the evening. We rewatched the end of the video where you guys said you were going use the circle to go back to PG7.
Yes. That was my last spell slot.
It's the first day of the second half of April, if you're keeping track. And you met on the last day of the first half of April. You met Barkskin, the circle guy, sent you to talk to Barkskin. She's materials acquisition. She's a scavenger, and she's like a team supervisor, right?
I got builder division is Barkskin, and then I got elbow crack is the supervisor for circle trans.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you have the off hours for circle trans 2015 to 4:15.
I didn't actually have the time.
Okay, that's your time. So 2015 to 4:15.
Are there time zones?
No, something like Kanye.
But if we
the sun rises at the exact same time every day. Never mind, there are time zones. You're right. Now I feel bad because I need time zones.
Still, that's a big window, man. That's 8 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got cushion of work.
Right, and if you teleport in any of those periods, there's still a $50 fee. Teleporting out, still a $50 piece fee. I keep saying dollar. A $50 piece fee for teleporting in or out during those hours. If you teleport in not during those hours, it's $500 for the inconvenience.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Because if you remember, in the circle trans, you have to put all your weapons in a bag, right, and seal it, and then when you get to your destination, you can take them all out. If you guys teleport,
I thought I invoked the name of Pancake.
Well, that's
to get your first one down the thing, and then he like gave you the rule. Yeah, I'll still go. Are you gonna do mine? No, you notice all the guys now are wearing black nail polish. Like all the YouTube videos I watch. I mean, Critical Role guys. Both Matt and.
Taliesin.
Yeah, Taliesin.
Matt and Taliesin are pretty eclectic.
Yeah, right.
I would say.
But then I've seen it.
The other three, I don't.
XP level 3. You know that guy?
no.
Chubby drama kid does video. Yeah, he paints his nails black.
I haven't painted my nails black since.
Yeah, right.
I was in my mid-20s. That was the last time I did it.
Yeah.
So
I think I was in college, so early 20s. Yeah, everybody's doing it now. I couldn't get the ladies at the pedicure place to paint my toenails. They wouldn't do it. Like, no, man, don't want color. You know.
I paused to say something off topic.
Now we're gonna talk about it, guys. Yeah, you can't say anything off camera.
This is why you just let it roll.
Just let it roll and then cut it later.
It's a lot of work though.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
talk about
not
it
that it takes a lot of time, but you know how much we like to spend our time doing other things.
Okay, so we roll again.
Are we going? Oh, you only paused it when you were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
see.
you guys kept it going.
Okay, we're talking.
All right, then. Okay.
Anyway, we're all talking about.
Anywho,
yeah, paint nails black.
So-
that's the whole thing now.
Yeah, so circle trans. Yeah, we got that fee drop down, 50 gold.
Right.
We covered that. I greased palms with another 50 for my own logistics.
I can't remember what that was about.
That was how I got the contact information.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are buddies now.
Yeah.
Right. So, but now he's like, these are the rules, and the reason is it's like a security hassle, right? You guys teleport in, weapons out, because you just came from.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could put it, but you wouldn't have a red back. So anyway, it's a security concern, unauthorized teleport or unscheduled teleport. They bring in all the troops, and then they're like, false alarm, it's just those guys. But that's why they don't want you to do it during this thing.
But our trip back to there, or is it here?
It's
here.
No, it was there.
No, it's here.
No,
Snow White Cave was here. No.
Oh, so we go to here? Or where's there?
No, you're here.
That's Hot Place 1.
That's Hot Place
Is
1.
that Hot Place
That's
1?
Hot Place 1, which
It's
I
titled.
called there. Yeah, as a sub.
Okay.
The
So-
second place you went.
So we went
First place you
here.
went is here. Second place you went is there.
Okay, so we go back to here.
Yeah.
And I
Safe.
just yes, where it is safe. Well, safe-ish.
It was safe. It was safer than the other places.
Relatively.
I mean, when we go back there, we'll probably have to take out a few of the.
Safer than the other places.
It's a lot safer than the other place we were at. So we'll have to go here.
Right.
Take care of whatever.
We're talking about the return trip?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, with that return trip, we don't have to go through the circle trans. Because I know the address. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
So,
right. It still costs you 50 gold to do the stuff.
You wrote worse.
right.
Well, you did
You had written words. I wrote, this is pretty much, except for this, which might be different than what you originally wrote. Originally what you wrote.
No, I feel like, because I thought it was like South Muscat for a second, and I'm like, no, it's not like.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's in the Southwest.
It is.
It does.
I would say it's
Explain
right
it.
around.
I
would say it's right around Reno, maybe.
It's definitely not east. It's definitely not north.
Yeah.
So.
It's definitely west. It's in the southernmost portion of the western side. Yeah, Reno.
Do you have a full rest before going back to the
Oh,
place?
yes.
I had to.
I will just hit the.
Yeah, you guys are pretty.
Gotta say, yeah,
you weren't dead. You weren't dying. But you used everything, right?
Well, yeah, that last spell to get back to people. That was my last spell.
But it costs 50 gold pieces to cast a spell.
Okay.
So you might as well just use theirs, unless you want to do it during the off hours.
Well, we'll probably be doing the spell to here.
Yeah, you should probably grab some.
Because we're planning to run a bunch of the builders through so they can help us dismantle this place.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah. And you're bringing them in with you?
Yeah.
So they're gonna need combat. They're gonna be in combat.
Well, the idea is.
Or debrief.
Yeah. Was like Wanker and do we have Blintz? Is it Blintz or is it?
It's Crepe.
It's Crepe. Okay.
Yep. I call up Evan again. Like, hey, you got another one?
Oh, we're gonna get another one. Oh, that's another 800 gold though. But when are you gonna do your training?
On the job.
Why is the thing trained when I buy it?
It is, but it needs
do
to
your
attune
bonding.
to you. Bonding training, team building.
You're like operating as a single unit on the same initiative. This takes time.
You have different initiatives.
Okay, so Evan has to come along with us and help with the training?
Can't you guys find
we need another person.
Can't you guys find a different wyvern trainer?
No, you're our guy.
You're our guy, man.
We have a
There
wyvern
might be
trainer.
better
You're
ones.
the guy.
You're the guy.
Probably cheaper than them too.
I mean, in the ring, in which I'm going through. I hope I'm buying both.
Okay, your friend just says he's gonna have the wyvern
Each one is free.
barn. No, 10 is free. You gotta get all the way to 10 to get the free one.
What does that say right there? Is that Pleasant?
Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl told us about that place. And so we were
So-
like, fuck that place. We'll hit this button and go there.
Okay.
Boot
All right.
cave.
Oh no, that's the place Pearl told you about.
To the boot cave. Oh, to hot place 1.
Yeah.
And then it goes
So-
2 to boot
No,
cave.
we didn't hit the button.
Right. So that information
No, we
there
knew about that. That's
is
why we hit.
only what Pearl told you.
That's
Right.
why we
And
hit
it was
button
both.
2.
Hot place 1.
I think they said like she also said it was hot, but we didn't know that. So
No,
that's why-
because you clicked 2 and went to hot place 2.
Right. But the information Pearl gave us, which is why you said it was hot.
Yeah.
In button 1. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then once you get there to get to booty cave, you push 2.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
so
when
you
we got
said
here,
work.
we pushed button 2 because we
You
don't.
pushed. You wrote. The worst was your idea. So yeah, all the information from there.
She told us she pushed button 1
and went to a hot place.
Right.
And she
And
told
we
it
were
there.
like, okay, let's try
And she
2.
put it there. And then she told you about the buttons in there. One being going
I
back.
don't know if the button she hit was there or not.
Well, that's the thing is you've never been there, so that's her information.
No, this is No, we went here.
No, you didn't.
No. Right. We went there. We didn't push the same button Pearl pushed.
No, because you pushed 2.
Yeah, we
and
pushed
went
2
here,
and went to hot place
and then pushed
2.
2 and went here, and then pushed 2 and went here, and then pushed 1 and went back here.
Right.
Yes.
You might have gone too fast, but that's what happened.
I could have sworn we were like, oh, Pearl did that. Fuck that. We're going here.
That's
Right.
exactly. So then you
That's
went here,
precisely
and then
what
you
we
went
did.
here, and then you went
Yes.
here, and then you went here. You've never
So
been.
wait, we've never been
You've never
here?
been.
Right. That's
We've never
only
been there.
information
We've
you got
been
from
here.
Pearl.
We've never been there.
We've been here, we've never been there. But that's the information that we have. And how do we know, one, goes back to here?
She pushed
Because
the button and told you.
Pearl
Because
told you
Pearl
that that's
told
where
us.
she knows because she,
Yes.
How did we get from Hot Place 3 back to here?
because you went
Hot place 3.
Hot Place 3 and
And you
pushed
pushed button 1.
Is Hot Place 1
And you
Hot
went to
Place 3 the same
Pleasantville.
place?
and then from